Dr. Julie, we need to have a word. I'm on your profile now. There's something I need to say. Your content is fantastic. It is elite, gold tier, and I send so many people to come look at your page that I felt like it was only fair that I make a video about this. First of all, you're a fox. I know you're a taken woman. I know we're due to do a podcast in the new year, but I'm getting it off my chest. I think you're a bit of a cougar, and I'm sure millions of other men do as well, in a professional sense. It wouldn't be fair for me to carry on doing this video without making that abundantly clear. Now, what I want to do is use your content to point out to people just how immaculately good you are at what you do. And your book is good. Well done for that. So let's look at your most recent post.
Mistake when you're working on your own happiness.
Don't make this mistake when you're working on your own happiness. Hook. Because people think straight away, well, what mistakes am I make wanting, my own happiness? And also, everyone's striving for happiness. So when we think about the target size of the amount of people this could be perfect for, it's like 9 billion. Cool.
Imagine this is you.
The setup, straight into it. Imagine this is you. Again, we're building curiosity here by saying, how can I relate to a goldfish?
And this is your life.
Now you're calling my life a water tank where a fish lives?
Like most people's lives, there are problems that can make it toxic.
Suddenly we've got a dash of relatability. Other people have toxic lives and issues that are happening.
Fish is living in a toxic environment. Eventually, it gets sick. So you take her out of the dirty water and put her in a new tank for a while.
Fantastic transition. By the way, guys, think for a second. When we're talking about like raising the stakes, Dr. Julie here has had to pollute a tank, go away, empty it, fill it up, clean, probably wipe it out a bit, fill it with water, bring it back, move over to the side, bring it back in and start the edit for that transition. The effort that she would have had to have put in here for this, unless she had 2 tanks. Well, she had to buy a tank in the first place. I very much doubt that she's got a fish sitting in a plastic bag on the kitchen side so she can make this video. She's probably got a house full of props, if that's not a studio. Anyway.
Kind of like how you take a break, you go on holiday for a few weeks into a new environment.
I'm listening, I've got the emotive response from the audio, but then at the same time, I've got something to look at with my eyes. It's like a perfect trifecta of attention.
Everything gets better and feels great for a while until you return and go right back to that toxic situation again. And it doesn't matter how clean the water was on your break or how refreshed you feel. Eventually, you will get sick again. If you want to thrive in the long term, you have to focus on cleaning up the environment that is affecting you every day. I'm a psychologist, follow for more.
417,000 likes, hundreds of thousands of people influenced for the better. It's incredible. But there is something you all are missing. And before we get to this, I must say, Dr. Julie, I am going to apologize for what I'm about to do. Here's your first post. What's that? Nearly 10 years ago. I'm not even sure if that's you. And for a very long time, you just posted photos. And I assume this would have been because you probably were too scared to be on camera. And this is kind of the beautiful thing that I want to show everyone watching this that's a content creator. The GOAT, Dr. Julie, started in the exact same place you are. 2019, this is still the peak era of putting out video content. And if we move up a little bit, we then start to see the first video.
Hi, if you're looking to improve your mood, then stay with us. I've got 7 really simple steps that you can follow. They're all based on research evidence. And
now when we get to this point, something I want you to think about is how brave you actually have to be in the onset of creating content. This is really intimidating, especially someone with professional credentials. I'm sure that, as a personal trainer, I could get out and talk about anything, but being a psychologist, you've got to worry about peers, qualifications, being stripped of titles, saying the wrong thing. And to set up a camera and just talk to camera, making a little set here, it takes courage. And you see Dr. Julie now and you might think she's just a natural. You might think that she just was born being good at creating content, but she won't mind me saying this. She probably looks back and cringes at this. And actually, I used to show people your old YouTube videos, and Dr. Julie, you unlisted them, you cheeky fox, or someone in your team did. I knew you wouldn't be unlisted Instagram posts. I knew you'd be here. So the point I want to make here is there is a journey here that I could only show people. Here you get 2,000 views. Now you're getting millions of views. You started to add music. We go up a little bit further.
stop scrolling, close
Good hook. Stop scrolling.
your eyes, listen to my voice. I want you to think of one thing that you feel really thankful for today.
3,900 views. She's trying things out, different hooks, different approaches, and the performance is starting to increase with it. So straight away, 11,000 views. What's different? There is now a visual hook.
I want to share with you guys something I often talk to my clients about in therapy. If this is you and this is all the layers of your life, when something suddenly triggers anxiety, let's say you get asked to your
she would have gone, okay, hold on. Using a visual prop in my content made it outperform. Because if you look at the views here on other stuff, you'll notice that having something in her hand gave her nearly double the amount of views. So let me go up a little bit further, tried one in the car, didn't do that well. Winter Blues didn't do that well. And let's have a look. I'm sure there is going to be an outlier. And then here, there's another type pointing at things. And we all remember these from TikTok. It was a trend. It was 2020. Dr. Julie is finding her feet. And look, there are times here of stagnation. Actually, that's likes, not views. Ignore me there. 5,000, 1,000. Let me come up a little bit further. I do apologize for digging up these skeletons, Dr. Julie. Cool, okay, here we go. Your first big outlier.
I want to talk to you guys about overthinking because I've seen a lot of bad advice about this on the internet. Overthinking is not anything that's wrong with you. It's a normal part of being human and we all do it, but we do more of it when we're under stress.
And this point here, I guarantee, and I'm not going to speak on your behalf because we've never met yet and I don't actually know you that well. There's going to happen something where you get this many views on a video. You're going to think to yourself, oh, this has got potential. This could work. And there's an emotion in you where you go, this could change my life. Now, before you have one of these moments, it's very difficult for you to actually believe me with what I'm saying here. Then once you think, okay, 300,000 people, that's like Twickenham Stadium full to the brim, nearly 4 times over of people that watched your video. And then you go back to normal. You go back into the valley of despair and you think, oh, this isn't working again. And then you bring the same prop out that worked for you before.
Let's do a confidence check-in. If this is you, and these are all the layers of confidence you can build over time,
the same prop can be reused. And then 14K, 11K, 11K, 10K, 15K. Everyone now is pumping and you create like a little bit of an aura to you when you're doing this as part of your content. You start to think this is working and then people start complimenting you. Then someone would have said to you in Waitrose, oh my God, I love your content. And it makes you gas to go home and make more content.
Here's 5 essentials for your anxiety toolkit. Number 1 is understanding that you're not at the...
Improved your pacing and your cadence, speaking and content.
Here's 3 steps to taking something off your mind.
You are so much more confident here, and it's through repetition. At this point, you've been doing it about a year. But I would go as far as to say there's no book deal at this point. Okay, then you get your first TV gig. And it's because they would have seen you on social media.
We can talk now to psychologist Dr. Julie Smith, who joins us from Hampshire this morning.
And look, 20K, 17K, 34K, 30K, 67K. I feel like I'm enjoying your come up with you here. Now we're going to scroll a little bit further. I hope you don't mind. But the crazy thing is, there could have been a moment here where you make this.
One of the fundamental tools for...
And you get 6,000 likes, which is still quite a lot. And people might just think you're mad. I bet your friends at some point, even your husband, were like, why do you keep making those bloody reels? And it literally is a journey of years of decent views or whatever. And then we start getting a lot closer to the only thing I can call it is mastery.
If you feel lost in life, it doesn't matter how...
We've now swapped from an iPhone to a professional camera. There is professional audio here.
You work.
I would probably say maybe, I don't think you're wearing a mic. I actually think you've probably got some kind of Sennheiser MKH 416 pointing down here. I think we might have even moved into a studio.
And how much you achieve. If you're living your life based on someone else's values and not your own.
And then there's some at home, some in the studio. And then it looks like here we make them move into a studio because ultimately the trajectory that you're on, you've had to make a decision. Similar to right now, I'm in a studio. It's got air conditioning, it's all mine, it's soundproofed, it's everything because there's a point you have to go professional with this.
Is 4 signs that a friendship may be coming to an end. Number 1.
I'll forgive you. Then we come up to the top and the views on these are going to be massive. 15 million, 8 million, 7 million, 2.8 million. And the thing is, Dr. Julie here has accrued so much goodwill. She can ask for anything and she'll get it. She can say, buy my book, come to my event, whatever it is. Join my free newsletter, Ultimate Panic Attack Guide. Wow, love that. 1 million copy best-selling book, flex. And also the title, Why Has No One Told Me This Before, is an absolute unbelievable title of a book. I'm very jealous about that, not gonna lie. The journey of mastering content creation is a lonely, weird path where people think you're mental, you feel like you're going insane. Even right now, spending time talking to a camera, hoping strangers on the internet will watch it when it's been edited. And I can't stress this enough. I've been making content now for like 9 years. If you'd met me 3 years into making videos, you would have thought that I was fucking insane. I had no online clients. I'd never made money from it. I had maybe 3,000 or 4,000 followers, but there was something just deep down where I was like, if I can keep making content that helps people, it's going to pay me back in the future. And again, a lot of you know Ed, the YouTube sensei. I put this in my Discord the other day. If we go back to some of his earliest
show you how to
videos.
make a business vlog, we thought we'd show you how we make our own. And then takes us on to editing. What? We haven't even filmed yet.
That you're seen to be having fun.
The lesson here is everyone eats shit in the beginning. Everyone doesn't know if it's going to work. Everyone just has to put out content, and it's only the people that can keep going and post hundreds of posts that are going to attain that level of mastery necessary for success. Imagine this is the amount of content that you need to do to get success in whatever it is you want to do. It's here that things start to work, and it's just before it that every single person gives up. I want to personally thank Dr. Julie for setting such a fantastic example of what good content should and could look like. And you can imitate that into any other realm. You can be a personal trainer and be like, same setup, visual hook, setup, payoff, etc. So I hope you've enjoyed that little deep dive into Dr. Julie's history, and hopefully that can inspire you to be the next Dr. Julie. You don't even have to be a psychiatrist. You can do it in any realm. You can be a physio, be the next Dr. Julie. There are going to be links in the description to all the ways you can work with me and access the stuff that I do. And if you're interested in watching more of my content, there's a video here that YouTube's recommended that I think you'll really love. Thanks for watching.